Everybody, thank you very much for coming and for the years and years of support of Scarlett, my daughter.
Really?
Yeah. This has been a really long journey and a really big dream for her for a long time. And I will attempt to be brief, but this journey started years ago. We watched Scarlett play, and we always saw something. There was a love for the game that was just always there. She always loved it, always wanted to play. And as she grew and got better, different coaches, everybody taught her something different. And even through the trials, there was a time where she was like, you know, the dream is just not going to happen for me. And then something happened this last year. She got an opportunity. She took off. She owned it. It's as I always say, dad bragging rights, but it was really cool to see parents who she's played with for several years come up and say, who is that? That is not the same Scarlett we've seen over the last 2 or 3 years. That told me something was there. So coaches helped, opportunities came up, and she fell in love with Barclay College. We went up there, the people, the coaches, the school itself, the town of 600 people. 800 people, whatever. It's a tiny town. It's so adorable. But it was just a wonderful experience. Everything looked at, and I thank the Lord for it, because truly it really felt like when she said, I don't think I'm going to play club in the spring. I think I'm just going to do the college thing and not play. God said, no, you're not done yet. Let me nudge you in the right way. And to this day, I look back and I can definitely see God's hand working in Scarlett's life. And so for that, I'm very thankful. I praise the Lord for that. And now she's getting to continue her dream of playing in college. So with that, I will stop talking and I'll turn it over to the coaches. Gabe, if...
Where do you want me to stand?
Where?
That's great.
Hi, I'm Coach Gabe. I met Scarlett. She played for our 17s like 4 years ago. And it's a totally different person. I mean, she was always a good player. And then she ended up coming back, and it was like a whole different person. Like, you know, outspoken, everything. And it was great having her like on the sidelines, because when she was on sidelines, I mean, she was our other middle, so she was on sidelines half the time, but she was always cheering everybody on. And when things weren't going right, she was kind of like, we have to be professional and be like, hey, you know, we got to do it like this. And Scarlett was like, look, guys, get it together, like, you know, in the nicest way she could say, yeah. And it was nice having that, because I mean, we could say all the things that we're supposed to say, but when it comes from another teammate, and they're like, you know, it kind of snaps and like, we got to do this. So it was great. I'm glad she came back and was our like a little mini coach on the side as well. And I'm very proud, and congratulations, and I can't wait to, hopefully we get to see you play. But thank you.
Stay up there with
Okay.
I'm Coach Mallory. Hi, guys. Gabe took all my things, okay? No, I mean, the really cool thing is I actually coached Scarlett very early on at Feast. What grade were you in?
That's 8th grade.
8th grade. I coached her in 8th grade at Feast, and so tall already.
Yeah.
So tall. But just to see her from there, and then when you played club with us, and then when you came back, it just so many big steps of growth, but also mentally. You decided to commit to volleyball. You decided to commit at school and through club and continue growing, and that's your decision. That was your passion, and like getting you, that was a God thing. Like, I got goosebumps when your dad was talking, because that was God's plan to have you here with us this year. And as soon as you committed to play with us, I was like, man, I don't just love you as a player, but as a teammate, as a coachable player on our sidelines, and your passion. You stayed after practices. You wanted those extra touches. You came into practice as a right side and you played middle all season. So good job.
Great job.
That's a really hard thing to do if y'all didn't know, because it's a big position and it was an adjustment. Not that you hadn't played middle before, but it had just been a while. And your growth, like, I remember our first practice and you're like, all right, let me get back in the hang of things. And just your growth with hitting, and that's hard to do when you're a senior. That's really hard to do, to come in and still grow and still want that, and that was your decision to want it. So Gabe and I, all we do is just say how proud we are of you and how excited we are that you found a great college to go to and that you're excited to, you know, to commit and play. I mean, I just want to cry. I'm sorry. Just very happy for you. One thing I was super proud of that Gabe already mentioned, in our huddles during some of our tough games, Scarlett really, man, she brought the handle. She brought that hammer down. She was like, hey guys, let's go. And that is just passion. That's passion coming out. That's passion for volleyball, passion for her team. And she did it because she cared about her team. And so I can't wait to see what she does, even as a freshman. I know that you still support your team, but I'm sure at some point you're going to become a leader because that's just who you are. Yeah. So we're very proud and happy that you were able to go through our program and we get to continue watching you play. So thank you guys. Next coach.
Before I turn it over to Coach Mallory in Kansas, former players, do y'all have anything you'd like to say to Scarlett, your former teammate?
Aww.
I'm going to put y'all on the spot.
Yes.
Okay, so hi everyone, my name's Jaylen, and me and Scarlett have been playing together since she was a freshman and I was a sophomore, and every single season she has been nothing but the most supportive teammate. Like whenever I was having a hard game, she was always there for me, and I could always count on her to like lift not only me up but everyone else on the team up. She was a very valuable player in which she never gave up. Like she never had a bad day and was just like, okay, I'm giving up and I'm just gonna stop playing. You know, she always kept pushing no matter how bad it was. I'm so proud of her. I've seen the passion in her play like since day one, and just like how her face lights up like every time she's on the court. And I'm just so proud.
Come on, Sam.
All right, Sam. Yes. What do you have to say about me?
This year was my first year playing with Scarlett. I didn't really know how it was gonna go. I got to know her more. Like she was really a good teammate. I was always counting on her to like lift me up and everything. She's the type to whenever I make a mistake and I get down on myself, which I tend to do a lot, she puts me in my place and like, you can't let your team down. And it was really nice having her as a teammate and having her lift everybody up as a group. I'm really excited for her to go to Barclay, forgot to say it. Never done one of these before, so I don't know what to say. But she's a good player. Seeing her from first day of practice to last day of practice, last tournament, she's improved so much to knocking girls' heads off.
We have video evidence.
I really enjoy playing with her. I will enjoy watching her play in college. So proud of you.
Thank you, Sam.
For those of you unaware, on the computer screen is Scarlett's new coach, Mallory, from Barclay College.
What a good name. Wow.
All right, is it my turn?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, when I first got Scarlett's email, I was pretty excited, just checking out her video. It was obvious that she was athletic. She had a strong arm. She wasn't afraid to hit the floor. I loved that about a girl in the front row. I know she's working on her defense and her passing as well, and so I've just enjoyed getting to hear you guys talk about Scarlett's growth over the past few years, because it makes me excited for what growth she's going to have from here on out in her years at Barclay. When she came to visit, I was really impressed with how confident she was and outgoing. She jumped right on the court about as soon as they pulled up into town. She connected really easily with all of our players and even the other students at the school. They ran off for the afternoon and hung out, and so that just told me a lot about Scarlett's personality, and I think she's going to be a great leader for our team, but then just for our college as well. When I recruit, it's really important to me to find young women who can contribute to the campus life, to the godly mission that we have at Barclay and just in our community. And I have no doubt that Scarlett is going to do that so easily and just, make a big impact for our community and our school and our team. So I'm excited to get her to Kansas. I know you guys will all miss her, but August can't come fast enough for me.
Well, thank you, Coach.
Scarlett.
I gotta say something too. Hold on. I gotta pull up my notes because I can't remember. Okay. Well, thank y'all all for coming. It really does mean a lot to me that y'all all made the drive. I know it's not a short drive for many of y'all, so it just means a lot that y'all have come here to celebrate this moment with me. It's probably my greatest accomplishment because it was a dream of mine. It's been a dream of mine for so long to, be able to play in college. I just thought, I get to be a college athlete. That just sounded so cool in my head. And I very much wanted to do it. So when I got the opportunity to go to Kansas and I got to meet all the players, I got to meet Coach Mal, and I really did. I fell in love with the school instantly. All the students were amazing. I felt like I belonged there. So literally the day after we left, I needed about less than 24 hours to decide that that's where I wanted to spend the next 4 years of my life. And it is far away and I'm going to miss everyone, but I know that's where I'm being called to go, and I'm very, very excited about it. So I first wanted to thank, like I said, all of y'all for the last 8 years of y'all's support of coming to my games. It meant a lot. Your cheers, you did such a great job. Lifting me up really helped me throughout my long journey. And then I wanted to thank my teammates and even the teammates that aren't here, just being able to lift me up, because it's like, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. And so when I have someone else lift me up while I make a mistake, it really does help me. It helps me correct my attitude, just gives me in the right mindset to figure out what I'm going to do next and know that I can continue and I can hit the ball, and whether I hit it out or in, Then I wanted to thank my coaches, especially. I wanted to thank Coach Edie. She's not here, but she was my school coach from the very beginning to the very end. And with her guidance and all of her, helping me mold to the player I am, it was really her that helped me go beyond. And she was the one who told me about Barclay College. And so even though she's not here, I really want to thank her for everything that she has done for me, all the time she has invested into me, and how she cared about my future just as much as I did. And then I wanted to thank my club coaches, Coach Gabe, for always telling me what I did wrong. I'm just kidding.
You're welcome.
But no, really, for helping me fix the little things and just being very, very, very specific with things and just helping me make those decisions. And then Coach Mal for her encouragement. And I'm a senior and she still taught me things I didn't know. I thought I knew everything and I was very wrong. I am really grateful for all of my coaches, because y'all really did push me and mold me into think that I could do it, and I can. I'm here. So, and then I would like to thank my parents, for my mother, for all the time she has had to drive me to Livonia, to Force, to Elite, to
who knows where, and had to stay out there for the 2 hours, 2.5 hours, you know, all the driving, the gas, you want food? Are you hungry? Yes, I'm hungry. Okay, let's stop and get food on the way home, you know. All the little things that she has done through my 8 years of playing. And then I want to thank my dad for being my biggest cheerleader and the loudest cheerleader that you will ever meet. Sometimes when it's wanted and sometimes when it's not wanted. He's always been my, you know, my biggest hype man, my telling me everything I did wrong after the game, and then everything I did great after the game, you know. And he was the person I always vented to like, you know, we'll be talking about one game that happened 2 weeks ago. Like that's just the kind of relationship that we have when it comes to volleyball. And my parents are my biggest supporters. And then my family, when they can and when they could come to my games, you know, I definitely felt their presence there. They were my huge supporters as well. And finally, I'd like to thank Coach Mallory from Kansas for giving me this opportunity. I've said it a bunch of times, but this was my dream, and you have made it a reality. And I'm very, very grateful for this opportunity, and I will be the best player that I can be, and I hope to grow with you and your team and
Our team.
you and our team, and I'm just very, very excited for this coming August. So, thank you. I guess I should sign these papers now. Somebody should take pictures as well.
Yes.
I got pictures.
Okay. I think
Everybody does.
didn't work. We tested it and it didn't work.
All right, Dad, put it down so I can get a picture of y'all looking and smiling. Wow.
Don't spell it wrong. I did actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, Barclay's newest volleyball player.
Yay! I love it.
There's cupcakes.
Everybody, again, thank you for coming and for your support of Scarlett. We truly, truly appreciate it. Coach, thank you for taking the time out to be here. Coaches, thank you all for being here. Family, friends, thank you all for being here. I know we're going to need to take a whole bunch of pictures now,
Yes.
so we'll end it there. But thank you all very, very much.
I'll have a picture of everybody. Everybody. So move the chairs.
Hi, Coach Mallory. I don't know if you can see me. So
Again,
cool. I was like, oh, Mallory.
and I wish I could be there in person, but
So
Well, hang on,
cool.
don't go yet. We're going to stick you here in the middle of the table.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
You're so cute.
Yeah. When I know you'll be busy this afternoon, but when you do have time, if somebody could send a picture of Scarlett signing, and even if you want to take another one with her coaches behind and you guys in there as well, if somebody wants to send that to me on email, we can post that on our website.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll let you do one with